Big NFL primetime matchup this Friday night. Free for everybody on YouTube. Chargers Chiefs in Brazil. Second time ever the NFL's gone down, though. We'll recap how it played out last year in that first game between the Packers and Eagles. I got some tidbits on that as well. But let's more importantly talk about a free play for you with analysis. Chiefs Chargers coming up right here, right now. Hi, this is Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com, right back here on Wager Talk TV. And this game is on YouTube. It's not YouTube TV, though. It's free on YouTube for everybody. Friday night. Second time they will go down to Brazil, the NFL. They, of course, did it last year, and it was a high-scoring shootout. Slippery field, not good turf conditions. Packers, Eagles, and I've always said slippery surfaces sometimes help the offense, and we saw that last year. Jordan Love, of course, injured late in the game as well for the Packers. The NFL claims that the field conditions will be better this year, and I think this line is a little inflated. In fact, we've seen some of the money this summer come in on the over, pushing it from as low as 44 up to 46 now. I like the under in this game between the Chargers and Chiefs. We'll talk a little bit about the side in a moment, but I think the best way to play this is the under. These two teams, division rivals, of course, played twice last year, and both games were extremely low scoring. And on the surface, you can make an argument there is some value with the Chargers at +3 or more, just due to the fact they were basically equal to the Chiefs. The 11-7 versus 17-3 records last year are a little misleading because statistically these teams were almost dead even. Chargers, 23 points for, 19 allowed. Chiefs, 23 points for, 19 allowed on the season. Chargers averaged 326 yards a game. The Chiefs, 324. Chiefs gave up 325 a game. Chargers gave up 341. Chargers a little bit weaker defensively, but these two teams were almost equal statistically last year. Yet they couldn't figure out a way to snap what is now a 7-game losing streak to the Kansas City Chiefs. So that's why I'm a little hesitant on the side here. By the way, divisional dogs in week one. Our friend Ralph Michaels had some great charts this week on Wager Talk today about long-term over the past couple decades. Just blindly playing divisional dogs in week one has been a winning point spread play, especially home dogs. Now, this is a neutral field, so I don't know if you can call the LA Chargers a home dog. But once again, the line is sitting at 3, a very key number, and it is juiced minus $1.15 in most spots towards Kansas City. So if you like the Chiefs, probably want to play it sooner than later. Grab the -3. If you do like the Chargers, I would wait until kickoff Friday night and try to get a +3.5, which is such a key number. And at 3.5 or more, does look like there's some value at that point on the Chargers. But they have struggled to get over the hump recently in the past few years and beat their arch rival Chiefs. But once again, the one thing that was consistent last year, both games were very low scoring. In fact, these teams played in week 4 at the end of September last year in LA. And the Chargers lost that game 17-10, stayed well under the 42-point total. Nothing misleading there, as they really were bad offensively, just 224 total yards. Chiefs actually pretty good offensively in that game, right around 329. But then the rematch in early December in Kansas City, another low-scoring game, this time 19-17. Chargers almost got over the hump in that one. They lost 19-17 on the road as a 4.5-point road dog. It stayed well under the 42.5 again, and the yardage was even lower. Chargers 288 total yards, Chiefs only 298. Neither team got over 300 total yards in the rematch. So I think both defenses hold the edge in this game, and we have a very inflated total, maybe due to the fact that game was so high scoring last year between Green Bay and Philly. I don't think we see a repeat this year. I like under 46 between the Chargers and Chiefs, 8 o'clock Eastern Friday night. Free for everybody around the world on YouTube. Hey, what are your thoughts on this game? Drop them in the comments below. Side, total, player props. How are you attacking this? You know, the Chiefs last year were embarrassed in the Super Bowl. And yes, that might be the sell sign this year going forward. We all know that the Super Bowl loser often struggles the following year. And there were some telltale signs. Their offensive line was really battered last year. They have made several changes, new additions this year. Will it be improved, though? We'll have to wait and find out. I'm not a believer quite yet. And the other problem the Chiefs had offensively last year was the receiving core, which definitely looks weak again. I have some new pieces there, but once again, I'm not sold till I see it otherwise. And Rashee Rice only played a handful of games last year before a season-ending injury in Week 4. He is now out the first 6 games, suspended after pleading felony guilty to a car crash from a year and a half ago. So it doesn't look like the receiving core has improved much. The O-line probably is, but once again, they were really bad in that Super Bowl. Yet another reason why I like the under 46 in this game on Friday night. Hey, before we get to some promos, special offers, bonus free play information, let's look back on how these teams fared last year after coming back from Brazil. You know, on the surface, you could say it's a really difficult schedule spot in Week 2 for the teams that play in this game, and that kind of was the case last year. The Packers lost a heartbreaker by 5 34-29. They did bounce back and win their next two, but keep in mind, Jordan Love was injured late in the Brazil game. Malik Willis played the next 2 weeks. They were a home dog against the Colts. They were actually a dog against Tennessee in Week 3, believe it or not, last year. And the Packers won both those games straight up. But once again, we had that injury situation, which the team rallied behind Malik Willis. So I don't think we can read much into that. What is more noticeable to me is that the Philadelphia Eagles did not play well after returning. And this is something to keep an eye on with both the Chiefs and Chargers moving forward, perhaps next week. The Chiefs are at the Las Vegas Raiders next week. So that could be a little bit of a tough spot for them, depending on how this game plays out. And the Kansas City Chiefs, by the way, their game 2 is against the Philadelphia Eagles at home. Super Bowl rematch. Wow. Should be a motivated spot. And then they're against the Giants in Week 3. And by the way, the Eagles lost after winning the game in Brazil, they lost their Week 2 outright game against the Falcons, if you recall, in Monday Night Football. I liked Atlanta in that game. Eagles lost outright at home. Beat the Saints in Week 3 by 3, and they're actually a road dog at New Orleans, but only a 3-point win, 15-12. And then they lost outright, only scored 16 points at Tampa Bay in Week 4, and then they only lost one more game the rest of the season through the Super Bowl. So my point is the Eagles did not respond well after the win in Brazil. They had 3 really ugly games after that and then played fantastic the rest of the way. Just something to keep an eye on with both the Chargers and Chiefs next week in Week 2. Once again, Chargers are at the Raiders. Chiefs are at home, Super Bowl revenge against the Eagles, and we'll see how that O-line looks here in Week 1 on Friday night. We'll learn a lot more after that game as well. Once again, drop your thoughts below. Side, total, player props. How are you attacking this game? Hey, include some analysis if you have time. Let's learn and earn and win together here on Wager Talk TV. And if you're liking these free play videos, all I ask, a couple things. I ask for 2 things. Thumbs up, like, comment below. Boom. Takes like 1 second to smash that thumbs up like. Takes another 5-10 seconds maybe to put a positive comment below. I fuel on the thumbs up, likes, and the comments, the positive comments. That's why I give you so many free play videos each and every week. College football free play videos did really well last week. We had Ohio State in the under in that huge game. Finished it off with TCU Monday night fading Belichick. If you're liking the free play content, thumbs up, like, positive comment below, and I will keep it coming for multiple high-profile NFL and college football national TV games every week. Of course, also have my college football top 25 video for this weekend's biggest games. NFL Fade the Public Week 1 edition will be up this weekend as well. So subscribe here to Wager Talk TV. There's over 214,000 subscribers. I'm sure you're one of them. If not, click subscribe. It's free. Don't cost nothing. But also consider clicking the bell as well so you get an instant alert when my free play videos are posted each and every day here on the channel. Also, free play baseball videos throughout the week and basketball right around the corner. Hey, if you want to get my personal best bets, the free plays are great, but my strongest plays that I am personally using are my best bets, and they go to all my clients each and every day at wagertalk.com. Doesn't matter if you have a 1 day, a 1 week, a 1 month, or a 1 year subscription. Every client gets the exact same best bets I'm personally using each day, the same plays I've won consistently with since I began in August of 1996, over 29 years ago. This is my 30th football season beginning, and you get my expertise on a daily basis when you sign up at wagertalk.com. And it's so simple. I submit the plays, I hit send, email goes out to every client, all hundreds of them at one time. Everyone gets the same selections. Doesn't matter if it's a 1 day or a 1 year. The reason I bring that up is because we do have a 7-day sampler right now. If you're new to Wager Talk, if you're new to Sports Bet, if you want to try out my best bet service for 7 full days and nights, the 7 days for $77 is a great offer. No promo code needed. Or if you've been with me and you're ready to take that long-term investment approach that I preach about and get the cost per play down to about $1 a play for the next 365 days and nights, get the 1 year all access and be sure to use promo code SM365 at checkout to get an instant $811 discount. That gets it down to about $1 a play for every best bet for not only college and pro football, but the entire college and pro basketball seasons that are coming up, the rest of baseball. Hey, don't sleep on baseball just because football is here. We finished the baseball season last year on an incredible 57-28 winning run. You're going to get all of next year's baseball basically with the 1 year. You get the next 2 months here. Seriously, though, if you're trying out the 7-day, it's a great time to do it. 7 days for $77, no promo code needed. Or if you're ready to take that consistent long-term investment approach, do the 1 year and be sure to use promo code SM365. Full details on my page, along with a bonus free play. You know, best bets, I'm very selective. 1 to 3 best bets per day on average, which means that last cut that's just a bit outside for making the best bet card, I posted as a free play for everyone. So check out today's free play with analysis. Check out the best bets, the special offer, Steve Merril, wagertalk.com, and get there quicker with shortcut wt.buzz/SM. On the way out, follow me on social media at Steve Merril, 2 R's, 1 L, Merril, at Steve Merril on X and Instagram. And stay tuned here to Wager Talk TV because there's more free play videos coming up next.